Will be a drive where the Giants are thinking about what could have been, and here's what was going on after that run. And again, it's Beckham and Norman downfield. Beckham walks off with his helmet off, and there's still not a flag down on the turf. Let's see how it got going.
Well, Josh Norman was on him. They gave a little bit of help, and like Odell Beckham came back in and took a shot on Josh Norman, and you just don't know what all has happened on each of these plays. We saw on the first possession the scuffle that took place.
Even after the last play, these two are still going at it.
Well, the last two times we see there from Odell Beckham, and then on the previous scuffle that they had, I think that was initiated by Beckham as well, because he's been getting pounded on each time, and he's waiting for them now to throw a flag. He's trying to keep his cool, hand up inside the face mask, and if these officials would watch what's going on.
Newton in trouble on the run, and it's caught. Steve Smith will score. And a fight is going on in the end zone, and Cam Newton has run all the way in there with the entire offense and defensive teams. Flags have been down.
This is division football. NFC South, these teams don't like each other. Steve Smith, the fiery guy. Roman Harper, and he got into it.
This is not pretty, but I'll tell you what is pretty. The throw and the catch, especially the catch.
But his ability to extend plays, it's not there. They give him a different look. He extends the play, and if you're in trouble, give the ball to Steve Smith. What an outstanding catch by Steve Smith. Going up high to get the ball from Jabari Greer.
Personal foul. Late hit. Number 41. That penalty will be assessed.
And they call
the job right tackle Will Beatty's done tonight.
Yeah, you like that setup, huh? 3rd and 5, Eli knew that sack was coming there. After all that time spent talking about the offensive line, now Jacobs in a pushing match with D'Angelo Hall and throws a punch. And Hainsworth and Jacobs and they're throwing punches back and forth. And there'll be ejections here. Jacobs, who has used boxing in his training in the past, and those guys set up like they were ready to go 15 rounds. And, you know, Tom Coughlin's not going to be thrilled when these guys come to the sideline. Tom's going to be the first one out there to get one of his leaders in Jacobs.
You know, when a fight breaks out, I wouldn't look to pick a fight with Albert Hainsworth. I'd look for like a small guy.
I'm not choosing Jacobs either, you know?
Yeah, you're right. 265 pounds.
He and D'Angelo Hall got started on it.
There's Albert, number 92. Ooh, good right hand. Good left hand.
Well, we talked about that a moment ago. A couple of touchdowns surrendered by this Rams defense after not giving up one over the last 12 quarters coming into the game. 2:18 to go. The Giants have 2 timeouts remaining. Beckham got a block, got a couple of them. And this may be a flag. And then a kick by Beckham. Tell you, this game's got a chance to get ugly. It might get ugly right now. It is getting ugly right now. You can see this coming from a long time ago. We've had a kicker kick somebody in the face. We've had a couple of late hits out of bounds. That one a very late hit out of bounds by Alec Ogletree. And Odell Beckham Jr. didn't like it at all.
Well, when he was going to get off of the block, Alex Ogletree actually pushed him and mushed him in the helmet and in the face mask. And that's when you saw the retaliation out of Odell Beckham Jr. But we've got to get back to football here. As much fight and all this stuff that's going on, yeah, it's going to bring some intensity to this football game. But let's do it inside the lines. Let's do it out on the football field, and let's play a competitive game here.
I got to tell you, David Deal, you know, you brought it up earlier. It's clearly that's just a late hit, a late shove, and then a push, a kick.
Good thing Laura Oakman was able, our sideline reporter was able to get out of the way of that one because she was right there.
Get out of the way, Laura. Find safety somewhere down there. You know, you brought it up earlier, and you're a guy that played in the league, all-pro offensive.
Tressway punts it. Good kick. Sproles up. Oh, he gets blasted. The ball is loose, and there's a flag. To Shazer Everett, and now there's a scrum breaking loose. And it's ugly. That was a high, hard shot on Sproles. And the Eagles standing up for their teammate.
You see this in regular speed. It was so loud within the stadium. Definitely contact to the head and neck area by Joe
Manningham. Fluky plays this time after all the stuff of these 2 weeks.
And then a scrum, of course. Here you go, flags. So you'll have an ugly ending to what was a pretty terrific ball game. Well, a lot of frustration out there. And the guys in blue.
You know, from Seattle's standpoint, whatever. From New England's standpoint, you're 18 seconds away from a Super Bowl championship. You don't throw a punch at anybody here. Gronkowski takes a shot from Bennett, who I'm sure is frustrated. Then Gronkowski throws one back, and here we go.
Touchdown, 14-0. And then Andre Johnson and Cortland Finnegan going at each other. This is something else. Watch this, folks. Now, you talk about a fight. This is serious stuff. This is Jimmy on your left, and that's Howie on the right. And that's how we warm up for the pregame show. But our guys get
will be a drop.
Murray plows for the first down. Out near the 35. Good block from Lewan for Tennessee. And some activity along the sideline. This is spilled over. They're going after Harry Douglas. Officials trying to get in there. It's an all-out scrum.
Aqib Talib started it along with Douglas there. Talib, when Harris was on the ground, was jawing at Harris.
They zeroed in on Harry Douglas. The previous play was a low block on Chris Harris Jr.
Now we're going to see if there are any ejections here, as this got ugly in a hurry.
Harris is now on the field having a conversation with the officials. They are steaming on both sidelines.
But give credit to the Broncos on their sideline. Nobody came off the bench, which would have been an automatic penalty.
So Talib and Douglas.
After the play was over, personal foul, defense, number 21, automatic first down.
Talib lost his helmet in the process, and it escalated quickly.
Patriots rush 5. Newton throws high. What a grab by Smith. First down Carolina at the 34 as he and Talib get started and go at it, and company comes to see what's going on.
I'm surprised it took this long. This started a long time ago when Talib was playing with Tampa. And both of them welcomed this opportunity to show America who the better player is. A bunch formation. Out of the stack comes Steve Smith. Talib has a hard time fighting through it. And I don't blame Steve Smith for being a little upset.
Flag was thrown. They Cleve Blakeman making the announcement.
Defense.
just to leave was working on Richard Sherman. Looked that way, now comes back to the other side. And it's Cedric Benson brought down by the safety Chancellor at the 21-yard line.
Oh, you can feel that coming.
Look at, we got a wrestling match going on in the end zone, 20 yards away from the play. Jordy Nelson is not the one involved. He ran down there to try to break it up as Brandon Browner was involved with Greg Jennings. There was.
Take a look at it. What happens down the field? That's a cheap shot. I don't blame Jennings for being upset with that.
And I don't see a flag out by the 5-yard line. Meaning I didn't see as I'm trying to get my release off the line.
Day, last year we went against Denver, and the guys were pissed off at each other. They started chirping. Hey. It wasn't bad. I mean, it got broken up quick.
You gonna keep pushing that man like that? I do whatever the fuck I want to do, fuck boy. What? I do the fuck I want to do, fuck boy. See what happens?
How about Garcon coming at you?
Dude, I was like, bro, you're maybe 112 pounds. You might want to stay the fuck back on the defensive line. We got into it every year in Indy. He's always talking.
Houston, hey, get on the side. Hey, Houston, get on that sideline. Hey, Trey, this is why you don't have pads on today, huh, I said yesterday he tried to run the man over. What you expect him to do?
Let's get the fuck out of Richmond.
They didn't get it off in time. We got a late flag away from the play. Pushing and shoving over to
Jerome Simpson.
He Cincinnati sideline.
He got thrown to the ground by the corner. They got tangled up. He got tangled up, it looked like, with Earl Thomas.
Brandon Browner. Harbaugh's still in the mix. And look at this. Hunting it is Brady. He's going to love this. Quick kick by the quarterback. And we got a skirmish going on here. Ayers and Light and others. Dave Belichick's in the mix there, just trying to separate everyone. Well, sure, he doesn't want one of his players to get suspended or something happen that could affect their game next week. Champ Bailey was one of the last on the ground. And that will start it right there. Yeah. That's Von Miller in the back of Connolly. Yeah. And Light said, hey, what are you doing? Wow. And now Waters comes over. You got 4 of the offensive linemen there for the Patriots. I'll tell you this, Von Miller might have started it, but it didn't end well. No. He took a lot of big shots.
Intercepted. This time by Tim Jennings. Jennings still streaks down the sideline and is leveled out of bounds. And a penalty flag, and there's a fight on the field at the 45. And I mean bodies from both sidelines come racing out in front of the Lions bench. I mean, there are guys pushing and shoving away from the action. Charles Tillman has been buried on the sideline there at midfield. Israel Adonijah was the last one to get up from the original pile. Lance Briggs in the middle of it all.
And you can see what prompted here with the interception at the end. Guys hustling to the end. and then the sideline just erupts. I'm not quite sure.
I think
it
it started with Stafford, to be honest with you, because he grabbed DJ Moore by the helmet, it looked like, and threw him to the ground.
Stafford, obviously the frustration showing here, the pushing and shoving. And DJ Moore going back at him, didn't like it. And now here we go.
2nd and 10 with 48 seconds to go. Smith fires far sideline. 3rd interception of the night, and this one will ice it. And it's the 2nd of the night for Aqib Talib. And that'll be the ball game.
And the biggest criticism I have on Geno tonight, and again, I thought it was a solid effort, but I think he missed 3 verticals. I think he underthrew a bunch of balls today. And you know what? You know what? There's a fight over there. I'm guessing because they took a Nick Mangold tackled Talib out of bounds.
There's flags all over. There's players all over. There's officials trying to separate them.
I'll tell you one thing. I thought Talib should have got out of bounds right away. He kept dancing down the sideline, and Mangold went and hit him right around his knees.
Well, actually, the entire play.
Okay, now, once Talib has this, and there's no tackle, they're just run out of bounds. But look, he kind of dances and then steps back, and Mangold comes and hits him. Now, when that happens on the Patriots sidelines, people don't like that. Okay, now get out of bounds. Okay, Mangold's late. And I don't like the hit at all. But I think they're both wrong. Talib shouldn't have danced on the sideline, and Mangold shouldn't have hit him.
And then the Patriots come to their cornerback's defense.
Yep.
And then the flags start flying, the officials start flying, and the bodies start flying.
Yep.
So what was a sloppy game is going to have a messy ending here.
That's well said, partner.